Good morning. I thought I would be redundant after the briefing by the President of the Security Council. But if you have any questions, I am happy to respond to them.
Yeah, I have a question. I wanted to get clarification on what exactly the UN's position is, or your position is on the on how the election should be held. You said repeatedly that you wanted there to be no delay in the elections, and then last time here, you said that if there was a problem, it had to be pushed back a bit. Maybe that wouldn't be a problem. So I just want to make clear, like, what exactly the situation is.
You know, we have 18 peacekeeping missions around the world. But UNOCI is a sui generis in a sense that we do not plan elections in Côte d'Ivoire, unlike we did in other missions like Liberia, Sierra Leone, or even the Democratic Republic of Congo. So it's not up to us to predict whether the election would be held on that date or not. We have three basic mandates. One is maintaining peace and security, which is our fundamental mandate. Then I have to certify the elections, especially the voter list and result publicly. Then we have to provide assistance, technical, political, and financial assistance. So we are ready to minimize the delays and provide security to the electoral process. But it is not up to us to pronounce on the whether the date would be respected or not.
Do you expect, it sounds to me like you're working from the assumption that there will be some delay, which is why you want to minimize it.
There are delays, serious delays. For example, when the date of 29th November was fixed in Ouagadougou in May, the publication of the provisional list was foreseen in August, but still, as of today, we do not have that list. So that means we have lost at least 3 months out of 5 months. So you can make your own judgment. But on the other hand, we should not lose sight of the fact that there are important progresses being made constantly. So there are negative side, you have delays, positive side, you have progresses. I'll definitely advise you to focus on the positive aspect.
On October 7th, the head of the Independent Electoral Commission said that the roll will be completed in time, in good order and so forth. Do you agree with that?
I can say to you that we have two crucial steps before you arrive at the actual election. That is, you have to first publish the provisional electoral list, which is a very important first step. The second step will be the publication of definitive electoral list. The obstacles for the first step, the provisional list, is you have now about 2.7 million people not verified, which is more than 40% out of 6.3 million. So we had to find urgently a solution to this 2.7 million people before you arrive at the established provisional list. So that will be one of my job upon my return, to find a quick solution to this urgent question. Then after the provisional list, you will enter to the crucial phase of appeals process. Then you have to see the magnitude of the appeals cases to form an idea when you can finish the appeals process to have the definitive list.
Do you have a firm strategy in mind as to how to deal with that 2.7 million, resolve that? Or?
It happened only several days ago, so I have some ideas, but it would be premature to share them with you. But I have ideas and strategy in my mind. Upon my return, I will play my cards urgently and intelligently to minimize the delay.
Feel free to play them here.
Some are saying that over 200 of the registration centers, the data never got processed, like 8% of the voters. You've seen that? That's in L'Expression, opposition newspaper. They are saying
no,
I think
data processing is complete and credible. It's over. The problem is, out of 6.3 million processed, you have verified around 60%. but the 40% are yet to be verified against historic records. But that does not include the mobile court operation, neither the reconstruction of the civil register, which can easily be added up to over 1 million. So solution can be there. Solution can be there.
I want to ask you more general questions. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, the 40% is the 2.7 million that we're talking about?
That is equivalent to 40% out of 6.3 million.
Can I ask you just, I mean, more generally, I'm sure you've seen the UN in the debate about Afghanistan and the election. Can you either distinguish the role between Cote d'Ivoire and Afghanistan, or say what you've learned as an SRSG from what's happened in Afghanistan? Show that the UN is a learning organization.
We need my colleague from Afghanistan to answer to your question. But on Cote d'Ivoire, elections are just around the corner. You should not lose the momentum. We have been accumulating important progresses like mobile court and identification, end of the voter registration, end of the data processing. So these are very crucial, important progresses. You must build up on these achievements. The elections around the corner, you can even feel it. So you should not lose the momentum. Let's hope for the best.
Did the UN play any role in the resolution of the Trafigura toxic waste case? Did your office or UNOCI, did it play any role in the final kind of resolution?
No, it's a bilateral problem between Côte d'Ivoire